Welcome back to Media Beat. Today we're with Adam Ostrow, Editor-in-Chief at Mashable. Thanks for being with us again.
Yep.
Last May, Mashable's European editor Stan Schrader wrote that paywalls would inhibit sharing sites like Mashable from doing what they do so well. Do you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think one of the reasons we've grown so well is a few things. One, people linking to our stories because they find them interesting, and two, people sharing them on social media sites. Now, if you're limiting the number of people that are reading these articles because they have to pay for them, they're not going to share them. Moreover, people don't like to share with their audience stuff that their audience has to pay for. So totally, that's
so
what I think.
Are you guys worried, for lack of a better word, about what could happen if more sites start putting up paywalls, or do you see it as an opportunity?
It's an opportunity for us. I mean, I think people are going to try to find content for free, obviously. I think there's some sources out there. The Wall Street Journal, for instance, there's a workaround to get around their paywall still through Google News, which everyone probably knows about. But if the Wall Street Journal really enforced it and said there's no way to get in, it's a source I would still pay to read. Same thing perhaps with some of the New York Times stuff, like their business section, they're imposing a paywall next year. But I think that really only applies to certain publications that break a lot of big exclusive business stories. More general publications where they're really kind of commoditized news, I just don't see it working.
So the model that Mashable has developed has become such a talked about phenomenon, even outside the media industry, that last year there was rumors that you were going to be purchased by AOL. It didn't happen, but we're curious, are there any other offers on the table? Is there any direction you'd like to go?
I mean, we can't comment on the private rumors, obviously. I mean, what our goal is and our vision right now is to continue to expand our coverage. We think the social media space is really expanding, and we recently rolled out a redesign that I think encapsulates that. We kind of broke it down into sections: social media, mobile, entertainment, web video, because social media is having an impact on all these different industries. I mean, if you look at mobile, there's always applications launching that fit into mobile, or rather deal with social media, whether it's helping you improve your presence or reading news on the go, things like that. Entertainment, celebrities all have a presence on social media now, so we look at how they're using it and how it's impacting it. And same thing in all these different sections, and we think we can take it to a lot of different verticals where social media really is kind of driving news and information. So that's kind of where we're going right now, and for the moment we're totally remaining independent. We're ramping up our ad sales team. We just hired a director of advertising, ramping up our events. So really trying to build the business and the content.
Any syndication plans that we haven't heard about?
So right now we have a syndication deal with CNN. Our headlines go to their technology section, and we do have some others in the works that you might hear about soon.
Okay. Just talking a little bit more about social media, what are some of the hot acquisitions you predict in 2010? You can't talk about companies particularly, any general areas that we can hope to see business in?
Sure. I think location is going to be a hot one. I think Twitter recently launched their own local trends feature, and they actually acquired a company to help them with that technology. Right now everyone's waiting to see what Facebook's going to do, whether they're going to launch their own location solution, or if they're going to acquire someone like a Foursquare or Gowalla, which are a couple of the hotter startups right now. I think there's also a lot of interest in local. I mean, there was obviously the rumor a couple months back that Google was going to buy Yelp. That didn't materialize, but now what's Yelp going to do? They're trying to get into the whole mobile location game too. I think it's all about mobile, and I think we're going to continue to see acquisitions for hot mobile apps, essentially. And you're going to see companies, both the traditional acquirers, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, et cetera, as well as some of these mid-sized startups, your Facebooks and Twitter, and even still MySpace and News Corp are still very relevant in that game as well. Just scooping up other startups that fill a need or help them grow and continue to stay ahead with their audience.
Okay, keep your eyes on mobile this year. Today we're joined by Adam Ostrow, Editor-in-Chief at Mashable. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
I'm Matt Van Hoven. This has been Media Beat. Talk to you soon.